Hey everybody! I was inspired to do a Thanksgiving platter decoration. So this is something that I got again at the Dollar Store, whichever is closest to you. I like the shape of it because it's kind of different. Only cost $1. But I think it could be more personalized. And the cool thing is if you get, I don't know how you guys do Thanksgiving, but the Thanksgivings that I've been a part of have, mashed potatoes, cranberry, usually green bean casserole. So these are kind of nifty things that we can create like a whole coordinated type of theme. So I found these acorns. These are some of the things that we're going to be using. I absolutely loved these. I found these at the Dollar Tree. Each packet came with 12, so they look very real. Have some sunflowers. I have just a fall bouquet, kind of. The challenge that I have is a lot of the fall things that come out don't look really real, and it kind of looks cheap, and I don't like creating cheap things. I want to create something that's at least nice. Some berries, some harvest berries, and then some cattails, which I think are really cute. They kind of remind me of autumn. And I always have my little stones. I have some extras, so just in case I want to bring an earthy feel to it. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to put the acorns at an angle. So I'm just going to start gluing right along the edge, following the pattern. I'm doing it, I don't know if you can see, where the little stem is right above here. So we can keep our food area clean so that, the silk doesn't interfere with the food. You always want it to be clean. This is kind of wavy, so as I'm following the pattern of the tray, the serving tray, my acorns are taking on a wavy pattern, which is kind of neat. So it's starting to take on a kind of a neat pattern. Again, this is something I've never seen before. Definitely a conversation piece during dinner, and people will be impressed because they'll think you spent a lot of money, but you didn't. So you can decide what kind of arrangement you want to do. For me, it really, I always like to have things symmetrical. I'm not sure why. So as you can see, I did the acorns along the back, but I was afraid I wasn't going to have enough, so I started to fill it in with greenery, and that didn't really look great. So I took it apart, and what I figured out is if I put the flowers low, you'll still be able to see them, but they won't interfere with touching the food, which is what we don't want on this. So I took 2 of these, added some extra leaves from one of the harvest bouquets, and I'm going to actually put them down here like that. So this will be the front of our serving tray. I'm doing that so that it lies flat, so it's kind of at an angle, but it's still low enough. I think it looks lovely. I love these little berries, so I thought I would put them on either side of the florals, kind of like this, just to give it a little more texture, and then I can use my remaining acorns to fill in here, because hopefully that'll be enough. And I'm putting it over the leaves so it looks layered. And I can press the stem down and start to just glue the end here. And I think that looks really lovely and original. Haven't seen anything like it. And then we're going to finish up with our acorns. Okay, so that is our base. Now you can stop here. Again, this is the front. You can use it for food service, candy, but then I'm also going to do a few little configurations, choosing one in the same color palette. It's like a little boat. You could add maybe another one there. You can use this in the bathroom. You could use it in the entryway, maybe on a coffee table. It's one configuration. Something else I was working on, which I've never seen before, is a glow center silk leaf. So I have these little non-flammable flames. And I deconstructed one of my silk flowers, but the hole is actually too small. So what I did was, I cut this in half. Remember when you used to make hearts when you were in school and you had to fold the paper in half and then kind of cut the circle? I did that here. What I'm doing is I'm wrapping it around this so that I have a glow-in-the-dark flower. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue. Far so good. There we go. So it's lighting up. And then I can add the smaller ones. So I fold it in half. And just cut a little bit right where the circle is. So then it fits around. So that's what it's starting to look like, and it's glowing in the dark. If I want to, I can turn it off to save it, or turn it back on. And what might be nice is 2 or 3 of them in here. That's all for now. Thanks for joining me.